Random objects is a very powerful technique when you need a dose of inspiration fast. It's really easy to set up and it's really easy to actually get into. And you can use it for yourself or you can use it for your teams. The way it works is this. You look for an object in the room, the space that you're in. It can be the first thing that you see or just something that you find interesting and you want to grab. So in my case, I have this little cat. And then once you have your object, the next thing that you do is you start writing down all the different properties and characteristics about the object that you have. So in my case, this little cat has a blue scarf. He's got these little whiskers. He's got yellow ears. He's got a yellow nose. He's soft and furry. And he's got this black little tail. Once you've listed out the characteristics and properties, you're going to circle a couple of the properties that you find the most interesting. So in my case, I find his yellow nose interesting, I find his blue scarf interesting, and I find his whiskers interesting. Then once you've done that, you want to pick the top characteristic that you find the most interesting. So in my case, I'm going to go with his little whiskers. Once you have that, that serves as your stimulus. And then you're trying to force a connection with that stimulus with the problem that you're actually trying to solve for. So let's just say we were imagining how might we create better training. So then my challenge would be to use my source of inspiration, which are his whiskers, and force a connection to how might we create better training. And what's really interesting about his whiskers are that they're very soft and flexible. And maybe they're kind of like sensing, used for sensing. So what if we could create some training in which we could sense the participants' need in the moment? Like we could actually know what they needed or what information that they're not yet understanding or comprehending, and use that and then pivot and adjust our training on the fly. So you can see that that's how that might work as an example. Once you've done this, you can go back down your list because there's still other things that you circled, and you can choose another one of those things and create a new idea. Or you can go back into your space and look for another object and do it again. The random object tool is so powerful because when you want to think outside of the box, this literally helps you think outside the box. And again, it's really easy to use. It's a back pocket tool that can pull out anytime. And there's also different permutations of this tool. Instead of finding objects, you could get books or magazines or even the dictionary and just randomly flip a page and select a word and use that as stimulus. There's a lot of ways in which you can use random objects, random input is what's the broader technique called. But again, this is a really powerful technique when you need a quick dose of inspiration and you just need something to get you to think outside the box.